I also wanted to ask if it was... if you would like to accompany me to, of all places, the Mancini estate. I confess I am extremely reluctant to go there. As myself, I feel a little bit more comfortable going with a friend. I understand that I'm taking a risk in doing so, but in the effort of trying to smooth relations and make positive, or at least neutral, individual connections, I think it might be worth it. In the name of peace, I will do what I must. And if that means... I'm not supremely determined, Hannah. I just think it might be a good idea. Very well. Here. I had the medical reports sent over to you. Do you have a chance to read through them? I have given you and only you access to my files. I understand why I trust that you understand why one of them is so heavily redacted.
So it shall be.
I appreciate it. I would like you to be an ongoing contributor to the medical records. I already know Vanamo's details. We have spoken on the subject.
So it shall be.
Very good. It is important that we continue the work and the documentation. My ritual and the ways we have begun performing it has begun to reveal both nuances as well as potential failure modes, which is an extremely important part of the documentation and process of continuing effort. Knowing what it looks like when things go wrong and how that manifests is almost as important as the ritual itself. Go ahead. Yes, I was the one who performed this reading, and Lucian's file is in the records. I trust you to take a look at it. It contains both the description of what I observed as well as my proposed treatment plan.
As you wish.
I do not know him well, but it was his wish that I take a look, presumably because of my demonstrated success in helping the cores of other people.
course.
Well, that's a big part of my work, is the understanding and documentation of core magic and the ways to manipulate and work with it, the ways it can manifest. Which reminds me, I should... I'm concerned about Velos, truthfully. Speak on it. Go ahead.
As you wish.
Yes, Hannah saw him effectively coughing up illusion magic during the spars, and well, positively glowing with it, as if it was leaking off of him, and something about a soul forge.
Of course.
That's funny. That would explain why he looked at me a little funny. Or should I say, looked at you a little funny. That's funny. And quick thinking on your part. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you, dear. With any luck, we'll have a long while to, well, continue the work, continue the research, and build up a more complete understanding of core magics, how to work with them, and how to prevent and heal core damage. Yes, that's the hope. I intend to stick around here and continue my worship for, well, the rest of my days if I can help it. Though truthfully, I'm concerned that Jezebel or Noctum leadership will try to put myself and my family to work, or keep us as prisoners. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Though it's my hope that we won't need to have a home here and that we can have a home in, well, the Rot Home. Moving house is never an easy business, even with the advent of castle magics.
Absolutely.
And I didn't come back until about 5 years ago, truthfully. 7 years by now, maybe. We built the Rot home brick by brick, board by board. It's why it looks so much different than the other castles, because it wasn't made with castle magic. So it didn't have its benefits, but it also didn't have its limitations. Did you? I really need to peruse the library myself. Go ahead. Yes, chaos magic is destructive in its nature. Incredibly so. It is not traditional flame. Only if you were to... I don't think that would be possible unless you somehow managed to apply it to everything that contained disease. That would be not just the physical parts, but also all of the minds that know of disease and what it is. You would have to burn all of it. I don't think something like that is feasible, because you would not be able to practically apply Chaos Flame to all of it without burning the entire world. Then it would burn away that concept, but it would not make the disease cease to exist. Yes. In that localized form, I believe it could be possible. You could, for instance, remove somebody's ability to feel pain. Feel any physical sensation, if you burned the nerves deeply enough. If it is something that is mental in nature, where it is beneficial that the concept of it is gone, then yes, I think maybe you're right. I think it would be incredibly dangerous, but I think it could be done. Of course.
wish.
I would be very hesitant to think about chaos magic and its use in a medical purpose. Of course, wound cauterization is a thing, and the correct application of Chaos Flame can work for that. Though I would still prefer traditional fire and other forms of heat. Yes, let's go
I will assert my will.
say hello. And hopefully I don't get a stake through my heart about it. I have a golem, worst things come to worst, but I do not wish to use it. I will go as myself and undisguised. I suppose there's nothing left to do but to not.
Powers of illusion shall be slain. A brilliant concoction.
If they're not here, maybe they're at the other door. On the other plot, I don't know. And this is the house, that one's the casino, I think. I'll try the other door first. If you wish to do a loud knock, go ahead. Any luck? I see. Perhaps that's, for the best, for the time being. I am truthfully very nervous about strolling up to their front door so brazen. But in the advent of trying to put my best foot forward, I am, attempting to see what polite relations might look like.
Bend to my will.
Would you like to help me gather some gems? Maybe someone's at the shelter, actually. We should check the shelter. If not there, then the academy will probably have some.
I will assert my will.
course. Thank you. I'm surprised everyone's asleep. Well, let's go to the academy, and if not an academy proper, then research division. I haven't, actually. I've been in there, I think, once. I didn't realize you could just walk in.
Absolutely. As you wish.
I'm actually not sure who that is.
Hello, Hannah.
Oh. Archivarius.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Karina, good to meet you.
We've already met. You came to my home to ask questions, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Fair enough. Well, I understand that things have recently changed a lot for you. How are you feeling?
I'm still working that out. It's been working well.
I understand. It was frightening for me too, when I first turned. I don't blame you for the desire for it.
I don't know how long it will last. So far, I have no intention of stopping it.
If
What
I...
is this place?
This is the Academy Research Division. Part of
Oh.
it, anyway. I think it covers all three of these plots.
I see.
Truthfully,
I won't.
go ahead.
I won't keep you from business if you're here. I was curious.
Of course. Though if I may ask, that we are. We've been riding around from place to place, sort of looking for people for a time now. So it's good to see you.
I had come to meet with Dorian earlier.
Ah.
I have questions about the Leviathans.
Of course. Depending on the question, there's a good chance I can answer it as well, though Dorian is our high priest.
I will be joining this place at some stage.
Of course.
Once I found the time for myself and Philemnia.
Ah. I have seen Philemnia here before. Are you close with her?
I've never met them, only swapped letters.
Ah. If I might ask, Archivarius, what drives your hesitance with regards to the other feeling?
Because they are not mine.
I understand. I was also frightened when it started for me. I wasn't used to it. I didn't really understand what was happening. None of us within the cluster are going to force any feelings upon you. So you're welcome to shut the door, as it were, and keep it shut.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight, so it shall be. So it shall be.
I hope they are, and not just in the bond.
Of course.
No luck at the door.
Seems not, though I swear I can hear an imitation of Frostmaw in there.
If Falemnia or any of the rest in the academy are anywhere, they may be at the academy itself.
We were just there. So, regrettably, I didn't see them awake.
Have you spoken with Squeaks recently?
Did just last cycle. I'd been meaning to speak with her this cycle, truthfully, but I just haven't had the opportunity yet.
Sounds like she's doing better then. She filled me in on what happened.
Yes, I'm glad that we were able to get there in time. Or, I don't think she would have made it.
So it shall be.
I hear someone else knocking. Maybe at the other door? Yes.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Falemnia.
As you wish.
Oh. Hi. We're doing some testing.
Yes, it does. I sort of could have sworn I heard the distant roar of a blood soul Frostmaw.
Absolutely.
Of course. It's very... Definitely did not affect this. I don't know why that is like that.
Of course.
But yes. Welcome.
A what,
You wanna-
Frostball?
Yes.
Behold,
Come.
I believe,
this
I was
way.
expecting him, yes.
yes, he wished to speak with you.
Of
You know
Good.
me?
Uh,
Cast
heard
I don't
that
believe
there
it
was
was
somebody
me.
that wanted to come out around this time. But I never got to send that letter.
Well, you
I happened upon this place and found these two, or they found me.
Absolutely. As
Welcome.
you wish.
What's your name?
Archivarius Walsh.
So it shall be.
Yes. You were spoken of before. So, good. New name, but not new face.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize, a lot of stuff have been happening these past few cycles, and yeah, I never got around to send a lot of letters. Even though I did send a lot.
I tend to stay away from nicknames. No need to apologize for Limnia. I've been busy myself.
So
Good.
it shall be.
I'm glad that we're both on the same page of business. But please do come in. So you may see the establishment. This is the research division and off branch of the academy.
May Hannah and I come in?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm somewhere. I'm in the lobby. I'm heading towards the lab. So let's look at the lab first. because I'm for sure positive that it's not a mess.
That. Mm, I'm now not sure if I believe you, but we'll see.
Still working on it a bit, but
Oh,
That's nice.
look, it's perfect.
course.
Yeah, it's not a mess.
That's awful.
Daenerys, please, it's beautiful.
Well,
The
yeah,
rock
shall I
puppy.
smack
These
him?
flowers are properly mishandled.
I don't know what
There's
you're
nothing
talking about.
natural about it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I
You
know
just
what
start
you're
burning them.
Please don't burn my flowers. What is wrong with you?
You really, especially, ought to do something with these. They
You
might
should
be most agreed.
please maybe mind the fire near the lab in general. Would be a suggestion of mine.
Yes, we use fire as a disinfectant, but yes, no fire past that point.
I would.
How Dante's doing?
You said
You
no
must be
fire
better.
past that point?
Hi Karina.
Hello, Justin. Hello, Denarius. Hello, Gale. Hello, Dante.
I'm working on it, Daenerys. I'm working on it. This
You
is
should work on it
lit-
faster.
I'm not sure if I met you
I know.
before.
This will not work.
It doesn't take much.
If you'd like, I do have 4 morning lily seeds I can contribute to your efforts.
I'll be appreciated.
I found them in a carriage.
You make sure that your plants are in a more natural state,
You know what? Just for you,
not
Daenerys,
uniform.
I'll do this.
The only ones that matter are
There.
grapes
So
and sunflower. Nothing else.
No, I really do need to reorganize all of this because now I want to make half of this part isolated, and then the rest to be regular adder.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't sell Scholar Blood, but I can give you Scholar Blood. It's not at its purest, so you have to forgive me on that. But
So it shall be.
yes, after 30 corrupted fish, we have gained 2%.
Oh dear. Speaking of corrupted fish, I've been trying to work on the corrupted wolf within the rot home for a time now, and I must be like 40 corrupted fish deep, and it started at 94, and I think currently it's at like 93, if I had to rate it on a purity scale.
yeah, I am lucky enough to have taken Nico from Oakvale, and he has been so cooperative. He is at his full potential. Would you like some of that blood? I would usually say no, but Nico's actually a really good boy. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, he is way better than the withered specimen. And but I don't consider him a specimen, and that's another one that they have to like omit from telling directors rot that because that's my pet. I brought it from the
Of course.
estate. You just stuck around. That's what I was saying.
This way.
That is going to be an isolation chamber, and I'm going to see if I can I can farm something, depending
So
on the
it shall
magical schools that you put it under. So
I have
we'll
my
see
strong
how that
feelings
works.
One way or the other.
Farm in which regard? I'm not sure I follow.
Radiant fiber.
Shall be.
Trying to see if I can get that. Whether it's going to work or not is up for debate.
Really?
Yes, it is something that I have found in Vardoran, so I am trying to just replicate it.
How recently have you found it in Vardoran?
About a septurn ago.
Really? Might I ask where?
Maybe not in front of so many people.
What makes it so important?
Radiant fiber is entropy made physical. It isn't something that tends to really exist out in the world in this age. At least to my knowledge. So the fact that Philemnia has found it is something I'm personally quite interested in.
Not going to lie, it's something that I'm going to have to remember because I do not remember where I found it.
Alright.
But I am using it as a base for replication.
I see. My supposition for how you could do something like that is if you were able to create entropy and then infuse it into fiber. You could maybe make radiant fiber, but that's nothing but pure hypothesis and speculation.
Of course.
Hold that thought. I'm getting spiritually pulled somewhere.
Alright. Well,
Corinne, I do have something I could show you. I wanted to know if you could give me some insight.
go ahead.
It's a core. I wanted to know the state of a certain being's core.
Very well.
You guys are free to stay here or come with. Doors are open.
Alright.
Do you know anything about my goals with vampirism and research here?
No, you've told me none of it.
I'm trying to cure vampirism and
You know,
see if a vampire could use holy magic. Additionally, considering the state of my test subject, I'm trying to
The withered
Aurum.
vampire.
Yes,
Aurum,
or
there we-
fix the withered condition.
I see.
I needed a vampire flesh to test on, so it was either my own arm that I lob off, or embracing a rat, which proved difficult, or getting a withered vampire. With permission from Ulrich and Eleanor, they allowed me to go into Mortium and wrestle and kidnap one, basically. They wanted me to try and keep in mind curing the withered condition.
I
Their
see.
name is Aurum, because it felt weird to not call a person by a name. I know very little about core magic, so I wanted you to give it a look over, seeing what the state of one is. I don't know if you've ever got to inspect a withered so close in such controlled spaces.
I've not. So I can take a look. Alright, Aurum, if you're okay with it, I'll just take a look.
I'm going to keep
See
the
what I've
gate
got
closed
here.
because given too much freedom, they go wild.
Yes, I can imagine so.
You aren't object to finding a cure to withered, are you?
No. Ultimately, my understanding is what causes being a withered is a prolonged lack of blood and magic. And
I had a different theory.
starvation to an extreme, to a point of no return.
I had a different theory.
Speak it.
Those conditions can technically happen to a vampire anywhere. But we really only see them in Mortium. And these look like mutations, magic malformed flesh and bone. They're growing things that vampires nor people normally have, like those little arm wing things, like I've seen other Draculan from the Shadow Plane have.
Yes.
And Mortium's the only place with those shadow rifts. It would explain why you only see the withered near the shadow rifts if it was related to shadow magic. But if it was just simply being starved, why don't we see them in Dunley, in Silverlight, or in Northern Gloomrot?
Truthfully, because there's more food there, is my thought. But I do definitely give credence to the idea that there is something about the presence of shadow magic that helps create the withered.
Among other things, being so starved, sure, but by all logic, they should be able to just be fed, and it should be fixed, but it doesn't work. Which also leads me to, this is not a condition of starvation exactly.
That's why I suggested prolonged starvation to a point that it is unrecoverable. Not the sort of starvation that could happen for a mortal, because you would just die. A person would simply die if they got this hungry, but a vampire withers. Their flesh goes pale and gaunt, and skin gets sallow and taut. The way yours is, Aram. Now, if I take a look here, I'm expecting to see blood magic and shadow magic, potentially exclusively. That's my thought.
Do you need time to meditate on what you see, or would you know when you do it here? I also hope you don't find what I'm doing to be cruel. I am trying to help them.
So it shall be.
We're vampires. We do things that are cruel.
No, I try and not. I gave him pillows, I gave him something to drink from, even though he flips the bowl every time. Do you think maybe you need more instruments to check someone like this?
No, not instrumentation. I just need to focus. Give me a moment.
Sure.
dear. Starvation.
I'm trying to make it as humane as possible.
I know. You know, you could leave some bottles of blood out for them to open and drink on their own.
Maybe. I was also afraid of giving them too many objects to play with in there. I feel like the dish was already a bit much. I'd like to keep their grabbables to a minimum, if you know what I mean.
I see. Well, my thought as I'm looking at their core is I'm pretty sure it's blood and shadow magic, but it might take I might have to think on it a little bit longer to be sure. Blood magic because it's inherently vampiric, and shadow magic because they're always found in proximity to high quantities of it, notably the rifts in Mordium.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you reach out to greater spirits on the matter?
I am thinking it over and trying to clarify what I see. So I'm pretty sure it's blood and shadow magic. That's my hypothesis, and I'll send you a letter once I know for sure.
Sure.
My guess is that they have a fairly weak core of blood and shadow, given their state, and it's unlikely that they have any other schools remaining at this point. Blood is inherently vampiric, and shadow would come from the proximity to Mordium. And
Do you think there might be unholy in it?
Probably not, truthfully.
Are you wanting to explore a bit? I saw you run this way.
I'm looking around, I suppose. I suppose this isn't really the public part of the research division.
No, but you seemed curious, and I'm trying to be nice.
I appreciate it. So, that's my thought. Blood and shadow, probably not unholy. Shadow is backed up by the fact that Noctum's training techniques, the way they've helped some of their soldiers learn shadow magic is they force them to starve themselves. It's truly barbaric.
Is everything alright? Is the fire pretty?
I try to stay away from fire, truth be told. God, I'm starving now.
I was gonna offer something to you. I believe they're at the arena, actually.
Where's that?
The best way there would be this way.
Alright.
She insists of having a basement where you can't get outside from there. I think that's a silly idea.
After you. Ah, I see, they're busy already. Hey, Squeaks.
Bonjour. Can we go upstairs on the rafters?
We can see it.
Sure.
Cheers.
Oh, hey Dante, hey Karina. Hope you had a good chat.
Salutation.
And Dante wanted my
yes.
opinion
Lot
on
of space here.
my opinion on one of his
I want
experiments.
to decorate it too.
How was the talk
This
with
is your-
Fallen?
Job, but I'd be glad to help.
It was not productive.
I just need to know what exactly is going to be sold here because Ada still
Miss-
hasn't confirmed.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be up to Vida, but if she doesn't join, then we can simply sell your potions.
But have you seen her upstairs? We need to sell more than just potions.
Oh, you discussed with Aram?
I tried.
Gale doesn't look so good. I guess
Okay.
she's fighting with a bit of a disadvantage.
That is a lot
Also?
of space.
Also, look at this.
Sorry, I missed most of the fight.
You missed a lot of fun.
I was having Karina look at Aurum.
Very good.
Hey. How's Golden Decay doing?
I'm still so sorry about everything that happened.
Dante, you don't have to be.
Yeah, so I'll make a ticket.
It's all in good fun. And you're a friend, so you don't have to worry anything. Alright?
Alright. Again, I would like if we could talk more personal maybe next cycle.
We will. If you can make it, then I will make sure that I set aside.
Oh, Ron, you're really...
Let's go! That's my brother right now.
Well done,
He's
Roran.
my brother. It gets me out. I want that.
I'll get in on
Let me
this.
out.
I've significantly reduced the efficacy of my armor. So I'll,
This just showed me that we pair well together.
Ooh, you two can do it.
Oh, I see.
I know, Karina, do you want to join a team?
I'm on blue team right now.
By the way, is anyone enhanced?
My enhancements are all falling off in about 35 seconds.
I'm fully enhanced.
Oh, I'll be alright.
Good to know.
Gale's using the performance-enhancing supplements.
Well, I'm gonna need it.
You may as well.
Go, Roran.
Go, Brun. And Dante and Gale.
Go everyone! Yay!
I believe. Yes, that's
Because surely you're not trying to set Dante and my brother up.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm more of a Dante and Gale appreciator. The Rowan is awesome as well. Yeah.
Ow.
I thought I was the director.
Oh, Dante.
I'm still in it.
Survive! Dante, survive!
Nope, I've done it again.
Oh, Dante.
Okay, you know what? I believe that you didn't lose. You just got unlucky, Dante.
Well fought.
Miss Karina,
Yes, dear?
Ulrich is present outside, so I'm kidnapping you to visit my shop.
Ulrich? Oh, joy.
We...
You know, actually, I had made the decision earlier this cycle to, though none of them are awake, to visit the Mancini household and try to be polite, to put my best foot forward, and to try and see, well, a way that things might go pleasantly. So I will choose to remain, despite the presence of one or multiple who I have
Hi.
faced on the
I
battlefield.
think it's more a matter of he is not going to come if you are here. But also, I want to show you my shop.
Alright.
You are a very colorful one.
Thank
So
you.
is it true that Ulrich will not
You look like a
spawn
lion.
if he can't just sit
I need
not
to
mind and not be
retire for the night.
Ulrich is not going to be able to control himself, knowing
Oh.
the doctor is here, and he will
Who are you?
attack.
Why,
well.
might I ask, why?
Well,
mean, I
probably
think-
because you ordered the
Bill?
execution of
Or-
cultists. Or of the.
It
People of
was not my order. It was
My
Haveki's
pleasure.
final order.
Regardless of whose order it was, the cult captured Noctum soldiers and peoples and executed them.
I suggest you take a look throughout Mordium at the litany of prison cages that are out in the snow without any sort of humanitarian
With
considerations.
respect, I would suggest we both stop the finger pointing and
Yes,
keep the peace.
with
Ooh.
respect,
That
is-
Arturo of this
to
is
my
not
shop.
in the position to make peace talks or arguments or anything of the sort.
I was trying to inquire who are you. I
It's
see
Hannah.
you look very much
Yes.
Um,
As
I'm
I
curious.
said, it is my intent to put my best foot forward,
like a lion.
regardless
Nice to meet
of
you. My
what
name is
has
Justin.
happened.
Justin
Can you
Darkwood.
stop talking really quick? Oh, never mind. I got.
To the shop.
They're coming. My shop is over here. Someone killed something up here.
Couldn't tell.
Ta-da!
Oh, you've added a lot to it.
Wait, it is finished! And look, I dug a hole. Ta-da!
It suits you, Squeaks. It really does.
You like it? Now I just need to actually put stuff in it to sell. I do. It's at the academy, but how much are you looking for?
Strong feelings one way or the other.
Probably the same as the hot house. 2 fish?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Also, their blood is very high quality. I definitely recommend it. Where you can pay in gold, son, not silver. I could get you a few bottles. D'accord. Do you want to come to the academy in
So
that
it shall
case?
be.
I'm sorry for pulling you away, Miss Karima.
Well, look, I am trying, as I have said, to put my best foot forward. And it is the truth that Heveki ordered the execution of what he
Wait.
deemed to be his cattle.
But Ulrich can't control himself, which is kind of alarming.
That is, I had expected him, particularly knowing what I believe to be his station within Noctum's ranks, to have some more hesitance.
And control.
Particularly after how he spoke to me of honor when we were in the spa. The academy is neutral territory. I assume the research division contains those same rules.
Wait, exactly. So I don't.
Then it shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't, and I agree.
Then why are you letting it be a problem, Squeaks?
I am not in charge of the research division. I can only discuss the matter with Director Zorot and then he can handle it. But until that is done, I don't get to say. Miss Falenia is in charge of the research division, and I think Ulrich and Monsieur Laurent had a meeting planned, and that is why. Which I find, like I said, I don't control that. I'm just a quartermaster for the academy. And I'm kind of just a messenger in this situation. But I genuinely did want you to see my shop.
I wanted to see your shop as well, Squeaks, though I was enjoying my conversation and time sparring with everyone there. So I can't say I enjoy being so forcibly pulled away.
Forgive me. I mean, you can go back. I don't actually have any control. I wish we would have turned Ulrich instead. Miss Karima, you're free to do as you like. I didn't mean to ruin your... Sorry. Miss Hannah, I'm going to go get your blood bottles. The shop can stay open, it is fine.
And there's a chance he's likely still upset about... Where did Squeaks go? I don't enjoy this, truthfully. There's a chance Ulrich still... He drew his greatsword on me when I arrived at the Waygate to try and help with Izel. Heinrich stood in his way, and Heinrich got kicked out of the Legion because of it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I had come genuinely to try and help Izel's core. Lady Thanavi asked it of me, and a lot of people heard it. But... Yes, and that someone was rewarded for their stance by no longer being in the Legion. I know. don't have that power, Hannah. Don't promise things you can't deliver. I know. Together, we can do a lot more than we can alone. That's always how it is. That we have. Zerat's gonna put my research on the library next time he adds some books in, so it'll be there for anyone who needs it. I should aggregate and anonymize my notes on specifics as well as potential failure modes.
Your blood, Miss Hannah.
Hello, Squeaks.
Sure. It's inside here.
If I might ask, Squeaks, is the matter we spoke about in the Academy Garden something that Hannah has been appraised of?
So which one?
That matter.
So white fluffy one?
Yes.
No, it is not something that she has been appraised of.
Very well. I had some information for you regarding that, but
If you'd like, we can go inside the loom room.
very well. Ow.
Does it hurt for you to transform?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh no. We will go under then next time. Here is the safest place to talk.
Alright.
Miss Hannah, I am holding you to secrecy on this matter.
A moment's rest.
Even from Alexei and Evangeline.
I'll have a seat.
I corresponded with Nysander. Yes, this is a developing and delicate situation. I corresponded with Nysander a little bit more as to what exactly the Leviathan seems to want from him. And it seems that the desire that he is trying to fulfill and that he is compelled to fulfill is to inflict punishment. Now, this punishment, I clarified with him, doesn't have to be lethal, but it certainly wouldn't be pleasant for those involved. I am wondering about other ways he might sate it, perhaps with the pelts of the ones from Gracefall. I wonder if how much of an appropriate substitute they would be. Additionally, he has sort of made a point to... He took the unnecessary step of writing that he would until I rescind the order, he won't ever step foot in Mortium. But he has bound himself not to with some sort of magic. Which was unnecessary, but it does mean that Mortium is a place he will never go. And you can do with that information as you see fit.
I see. Though that doesn't help much considering Noctum themselves hunt werewolves.
I didn't know that.
It is one of the first things that I have heard of them doing.
You know, like the ones at Gracefall? Things are more complicated, Hannah. There are...
Simply put, I have encountered, met, and befriended a few werewolves.
I know of one. I suspect 2 more. As I understand it, the Illusion Leviathan created werewolves as targets of its ire. And it implores its followers to bring punishment upon them. Now, I have noticed that someone smells a little bit different today compared to the last time I saw them. Someone who we were very recently in close contact with. Now, I'm not going to say that's indicative of anything, but I am saying that I noticed it.
It has been a while since they have changed since. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it sooner.
I don't interact with this person particularly often.
You would not be wrong in your assumption in that case. And I hope you understand why I went to such lengths as to threaten Lysander.
I understand. I am not a follower of... yes. I'm not a follower of the Illusion Leviathan. And so I have no personal need to do its bidding. I want it to be happy, as I want all the Hands of Axiom to be happy. Though truthfully I'm wondering if giving it illusion magic in other forms would be a less violent option, though as far as I can tell it's a cruel Leviathan. Did you?
Hannah wasn't one of the first to commune with it. That I know.
Really? It only wanted pristine hide. Really? Perhaps if we were closer to it. But then again, Hannah... Squeaks, I'm gonna launder my words a bit here. Are you... Well, Hannah's with spirits, I suppose I can ask you. Are you alright if I tell Hannah my theory as to location?
Oui.
Very well.
Hannah is the doctor, and I trust her with my life as I trust you with my life. And my life extends to his. If something happens to him, I will be next. One way or the other.
If something happens to who, say again?
Him.
Ah.
It is selfish, but the others, while I care for them.
It makes sense. I've been watching him for a while. I believe we're talking about the same person. And the pieces fit. It makes sense.
I am aware of a good bit of them. There are far more than you would think in Verdoran.
I know of 3. Or I suspect that I know of 3.
I know of perhaps 5, and I suspect there are more. 4 are practically guaranteed, if not completely guaranteed. Miss Alice is returning soon.
Is she? Then I'll need to throw her a welcome back party.
Probably in the next cycle, I hear.
Oh, wonderful. Then hopefully I'll be able to see her. I've missed her a lot, and I imagine you've missed her too.
I have, though. I worry, admittedly, that she will not quite like how much I have changed.
That's life, Squeaks. It has a funny way of doing that, whether or not you want it to. But she'll be happy that you're more yourself than you were before.
I hope so.
Hannah, are you still with spirits?
I suppose that she is.
It's alright, dear. So, here's one of the things I was talking to Squeaks about that I wanted to clue you in on. And I trust that you will understand the value of this information. The Academy Research Division, of course, serves many functions, but I want you to think, I want to pose a question for you. The Illusion Leviathan is north of Vardaran, in Balaton, and its reach extends a little bit into Vardaran, to the far north of the Cursed Forest. You agreed with me on that point. And werewolves have been created by the Illusion Leviathan as targets of its ire, and subject to some of its whims. You agree with me on that point? Now, I'll ask you this, Hannah, and I know that your mind is sharp enough to figure it out. Where in Vardaran would someone go if they wanted to be the furthest possible distance away from the Illusion Leviathan? Yes, and where specifically in Farbane? Indeed. So, you have come to the same conclusion that I have. It makes sense, it's a good plan, and it has the convenient benefit of a lot of other things. Yes. Now, I trust, Hannah, that you understand that this sort of information comes with a level of secrecy that you cannot speak about over letters ever, for fear of potential interception. And that, truthfully, outside of me and Squeaks, there is exactly nobody who you should talk plainly about it with, at least at the present moment. Now, Squeaks, I know it's thank you. Now, Squeaks, I'll tell you that I have kept medical records of the core repair that I have done on everyone I've done it on, yours included. Hannah is the only person who I have allowed access to these records. She may view them, she may add her own. It is in the effort of agglomerating experiences of core repair, not just having the practicality of the ritual, but also understanding the ways in which damage can make manifest, and the potential failure modes of the ritual. Ways that things can not quite go right, and how to handle it.
D'accord.
I trust you understand not to go around asking questions, as I know other people have been doing, Hannah. I know that one of the expressed symptoms is to attempt to isolate those who are dealing with it. And so I'm of the personal belief that togetherness will be necessary.
Isolation is a part of it. The Leviathan messes with our minds and makes them believe everyone is out for their throat, so they isolate, and once they are completely alone without anybody else to help defend them, that is when the Leviathan sends its followers, is what I understand.
It makes sense. If I had that kind of power, and if I were trying to do that, it's the logical thing to do. I'm curious what exactly they did to draw its ire, truth be told.
One of them, I can confirm, simply added pelts to the ritual altar as an offering, and it has clung to him. That was Elias. I do not know about the others, unfortunately, and I have suspicions about the one we speak of, but I do not think he did anything that one would normally assume is enough to draw the ire of any creature.
I see. Then... That did happen. I know that one of the White Wolves did desecrate the shrine. I don't know who did it, but I know that it
The one
happened.
that was on fire. The one that you were attacked at, Karina. Wouldn't that then be one of the people present?
Well, now that I think on it, Thalemnia was there that cycle. I think Roran might have been there, but my understanding it was a white wolf. It was very distinct. The shrine was desecrated that cycle. Ulrich and Izel were there as well.
I can confirm that
Velos
it
was
neither
there.
Thalemnia nor Roran who desecrated that shrine.
My understanding was that what I was told is that, and what was confirmed to me by several sources, is that it was a white wolf who desecrated the shrine.
All of the wolves that I have met, at the very least, their symptoms started happening after the desecration of that shrine, not before. It is possible that the Leviathan is angry and that was a catalyst for what has happened since.
That would... It is possible that the desecration of the shrine led the Leviathan to sort of look for anyone nearby as a source of blame.
The problem is, I know for a fact most of the wolves that I have interacted with did not interact with the shrine in the cursed forest. They interacted with the one in the corrupted forest. Elias was there. The two individuals that I spoke about with Lysander, that was there, from what I understand.
Was it not? Do you know by who? Or by what, I suppose? That's odd.
Lenota is... that might be that girl that Elias keeps interacting with recently.
I've met Lily. She goes by Lily, I think. But I haven't talked to her for a while. So, if I were to suppose any change in her scent, it's been long enough that I don't fully remember it. What happened to Dreamer? I want to say she's human, so... Or perhaps if the Leviathan put its curse upon her, then she was.
is secret.
Everything in this room is secret, Squeaks.
Good. As I told Miss Karina when you were away with Spirit, what happens to these people happens to me. If something is going to happen to them, I will follow shortly.
I see. I know that one of them. I think, if I am to hypothesize, then I know who it was that was so unwilling to leave your side, and who led me to you. Yes, I think I know who. It would make sense if it was him. Though truthfully, I can't be certain. If we're talking about the same person, then he's fond of Jamie, as from what I can observe. Yes, that he did. I wasn't going to say it. But yes. Yes, he did.
I know, but he's going to kill me.
There's an option. There's the direct approach, which might be the way to go about things here. Which is to just be upfront with what we believe and why we believe it. And that we don't mean him harm.
And the other option.
Well, the other option is that we say nothing and watch from afar. But I believe both Hannah and I are in the business of trying to help people in this regard. And I don't want to see him get killed. business. It's not Squeaks' secret, Hannah. It's his secret. If he's awake, you could write him a letter and ask him to come over here. If you believe it would be a conversation worth having. It can be better to let the feeling. It can sometimes be better. Oh, if you're worried about things getting torn apart, you know, that's also fair. I was more thinking about the cloth everywhere and how there might not be any drapes left at the end of it. We could go to the Western Crypts actually could be a good place to talk. Nobody ever goes to the Western Crypts.
There is another place.
Very well. Where do you have in mind?
I am going to write them a letter first. I think he may be heading to Torpor soon.
All right.
Oui, I will let you know.
Of course.
Merci for the information, Miss Karina.
Of course. Let me check my letters just to be sure I didn't miss anything.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So, for clarity's sake, his directive is to track, enact punishment, return with pelts as proof. Now, that doesn't, in his own words, that doesn't necessarily imply lethality, but even in the best case scenario, it wouldn't be pleasant.
This Getting alive is awful.
I know.
Allow me to get more comfortable.
He has made his willingness to enact this justice quite clear.
Oh, it's probably going to be a day where Lysander and I cross blades.
Likely. I hope it doesn't end with you getting killed.
I hope so. But I also know that I don't think I would be able to kill anyone. This sucks. This is awful. This.
Would it help to go for a walk, Squeaks?
I don't know. I need to. He's going to be so angry with me. He's already angry with me for doing something else that is stupid.
Yours. Allow me
I
to
can't
get
even
more
talk about it because I was told not to.
All right. You're right that he might be angry.
A moment's
But
rest.
remember that it's born out of fear. It's born out of paranoia. It's born out of him not feeling that he can trust. Yes.
I don't want to break his trust. I don't want to disappoint him. I know we just had that conversation where he said that see him as a mortal who will not live very long. But he also doesn't want to see that with me. He is very good at it normally. If I push him enough.
Hmm.
Can we go for a walk?
Of course.
I won't make you transform into a rat again. I don't want you to hurt.
I can leap over with my claws if that's alright.
Now you get to see my cool storage room though.
Ah. Okay.
This is the storage room, and this is the forge, and this is the other forge. These are my dump chests. This is the garden.
It's beautiful.
We can sit and talk in the shade. It's nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
He went to Torpor.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna talk about any of that stuff, not while we're out here and not where someone might be listening from below the cliff, but thank you for the trust you've shown, Squeaks.
I've trusted you with my life before,
Yes. And
and I would do so again.
I'm glad. It's not something I have intent to betray.
Admittedly, I'm still nervous about the situation, but I trust the two of you.
Thank you. Truthfully, the backlash that you have potential to face is because of him, if anyone. But if he wishes, Hannah and I can speak on it. We can speak as to what we saw, what we deduced, what we observed. We are both, Hannah and I have sharp eyes, sharp ears, and sharp minds.
If that would be better. Although I don't want to lie or hide anything from him.
You have expressly confirmed nothing, but you have... Truthfully, you've all but confirmed theories that I had in my head for a time now. Information's a careful thing. Agreed. If you truly want to keep something secret, you have to be very careful about it. There are secrets I hold that you don't know about, and that you don't know about, in a sense. Regrettably, the world is in a way that mere allusion to a subject can get people asking questions you don't want them asking. And a good way to avoid those questions is to have, I'll phrase it as a believable cover story, which you have. You in fact have a very, very good one.
Well, probably because it is the truth. The reason why the research division is there is, as I wrote it on my business proposal to Director Zorot, it is for multiple purposes, but one of the reasons I left out in my report is indeed what you suspect.
I understand. That was going to be one of my questions. Does the director know?
I do not know if he knows. I believe that Monsieur Laurent and Monsieur Jamie have discussed it with him. I think Elias has discussed it with him. No, Elias said that he gave a report, so... But I do not know the extent of what Director Zorot knows.
No names, Squeaks. Remember. Never names.
Right, forgive me.
I do. But remember, it's about the ears that you don't know that are the dangerous ones.
A report was given. I just don't know the extent of it.
Precisely. There is a report that I have written that is heavily redacted for that same reason.
I do know how to use sign language. Miss Alice taught me.
Good. Dorian's close by. I'll explain to him that I'm going to... He's a bit curious as to what I'm doing, so I'll go explain to him that I'm just going for a... going for a walk. Going for a walk with you two. Wait here so that I can find you. Oh, he's already headed to the oasis, so no worries then.
Wonderful. Forgive me, it's this way. You're rather fast.
I have a Wrangler's brew and imbibe. So it's making me a little quicker.
See.
Not what I would have guessed.
You would assume that the effects would compile and make things worse, but
I would.
apparently it is quite the opposite effect. Here is buried one of them.
Oh. I see.
Let us relax. Let us relax.
Apparently, when they come here, it helps to clear their minds.
I'll have a seat.
And we do not know why. It could be Polora, it could be the tree. It could just be the magic of the place.
I've thought. This place is rich in illusion magics. However, they are not the illusions of the Leviathan, so perhaps there is a counteractive property.
Could it be that there is enough illusion magics that the Leviathan trying to reach them is too busy feeding off of the illusions to get to them?
Maybe. It's quite far from the Leviathan. It's still in Farbane, though not quite as far south as the research division. There's a lot of illusions here, which might suggest that being enveloped in them helps forestall the negative effects of the illusion Leviathan and what it does to them.
All
My
valid theories.
my theory then, you mentioned about bottling this place. I don't think you could, because I think it's merely the nature of the strong presence of illusory magics that is the benefit. Now, that you could attempt to replicate by concentrating a great deal of illusion magic within a specific spot, perhaps a large battery of it, within a room in the research division, and see if that has a benefit for them. That would be a thought.
It is worth trying. It is a research division after all. Figuring this out is important.
Yes.
Please do share.
What's your thought? If they're anywhere near as scent-based as you are, Squeaks, I think it's a good thought.
They were not always. The reason that I realized something was different was because he started leading me around by smell. They smelled Gore Crusher before I did when I went inside of the forest. Tracked us right to its lair.
I see. Well, I'm thinking of how you could try to recreate this. Blood rose, snowflower, fire blossom, grass, lots of clean air, open space. Yes. Sort of enough illusions that it sort of hangs in the air. You could localize that to a room.
If that could work.
Let's look around. I want to see what else there is that you'd need to include.
The most notable thing is the tree, I think. The one that's the center.
You think so?
I heard someone speaking about it like it was important. Oak song or something? Something about it related to that tree.
I've heard of Oak Song, but I don't know if this tree had any meaning to them. There is a tree that they talk about, but I thought it was in Dracula's garden.
Apparently there's been 4 children or grandchildren of the tree or something.
Really?
Or minor versions. I only heard it through the walls of the academy, so it is unclear. But someone said there are 4, and confirmed one is in Dracula's castle garden, and they suspect this one to be also. But again, that is just what I overheard. I could have misheard.
I see. I don't know. Not like I was ever part of the Oaksong Court. I wasn't even born when they were a thing. So, there's the tree. There's the 3 types of flowers.
Explains why he would want to get inside of the garden.
Has he been wanting to get inside of the garden? Dracula's garden?
He has not done it, but
I see. Yes, Wilhelmina was talking about the history of it, something about that.
I think it was Wilhelmina who said the 4 trees.
Cast your gaze.
I believe she was talking to Jamie about it, and I overheard.
I see. Yes, she's mentioned something to that effect. In the mine for fish bones?
Fish bones are great. I will eat them if you do not.
All yours. I don't eat bones.
Merci.
Why are you doing this? You know what's gonna happen.
129.
Oh dear.
I stole some from Lord Lothric's guest room earlier this cycle.
Absolutely.
He knows. Merci. Lord Lothric is nice to me. Pretty much everyone's nice to me.
One way or the other.
Though Roran says recently I need to be more careful.
People have, from what I can tell, they trust you with a lot of information, Squeaks. Hannah and I are used to it. People tell doctors, well, anything. And we have to be judicious about what we do with that trust and information.
It's just kind of heavy. I haven't been a person until recently. Perhaps a year and a half ago now. I used to just be a rat, digging in the trash.
You win. You win.
Merci, Mizana.
I yield. Of course.
That you are.
Agree.
I think I want to. This is gonna hurt, but. Ow.
trees foretold your coming.
That's Red Death. There is a book in the academy I've been meaning to read. Shall we head back to the academy? South. Go this way. Bonjour. I was just going on a walk. I like to take my big rat form sometimes. It goes fast, look. Much faster than small rat form. Wait, but, well, this is my big rat form, my fast one. And then this is my admittedly a little painful big rat form. This is the all of the blue cheese, and then when I turned back into a small rat, I almost died. Blue cheese is toxic to rats. And I'm a rat? No, only blue cheese. Blue cheese is evil. I have met them, they're very nice. May I ask who you are? Amelia. Are you from the Dalrat family? I stole some of Lothric's mushrooms from inside of his guest room. He's very nice. And Tilly's a good friend too. Wait, what seems so? Oh. The flowers that I have left out. I need to go.
The victory is yours.
I'm getting quite tired.
Your bloodline is weak. The victory is yours. Allow me to get more comfortable. You win.
Of course. I I try to clean the memorial every cycle, all of them, and I did fix Callan's butt. And I give the flowers to the ones that I know their favorite flowers for.
Feelings one way or the other.
Who did? Ah,
Absolutely.
Remo brings
This way.
morning lilies for her. But if flower blossoms are her favorite, I'll
course.
stop. Let me go get some. Oh, I'll explain it in a second. Yeah, I added some fire blossoms.
Behold.
So, the Oasis spirit stole Callan's butt, and Director Zorot tasked me with replacing it. Currently, the gargoyle inside of the Oasis has 6 butt cheeks. 3 sets
So
of
it
butts.
shall be.
The Oasis spirit stole Callan's butt, and I was tasked with replacing it, so I replaced it.
Your gaze.
Monsieur Jamie gave me a substance of stone dust and bone and water, exactly 69 portions of each,
This
and
way.
so I replaced his butt. I even blew on it to make sure it stays in
As
place,
you
it doesn't
wish.
sag. And
I am
Callan's
indeed
butt
you
is...
wish.
Oh,
The victory
wait, that would be
is yours.
nice. Oh, did I get the historical
shall be.
accuracy?
As you wish.
It's quite huge.
I
I
am
noticed now that the
indifferent.
cheeks are a little separate, but I mean, if it is
Of course.
historically accurate. Oh, I see. That would be nice. I've been meaning to shave his butt, but typically I thought food goes inside the stomach, but if his food went inside his butt, good for him. I suppose that makes the process of
This way.
stomach, like food eating to butt, much faster. Faster poop cycle.
Of course.
It would be nice. Although I'm about to head to Torpor. Ooh,
Ow.
would you like some trippy shrooms?
Yield.
Sure. It is
You can thank Miss
painful.
Hannah.
It is painful, Amelia. Shape-shifting has never been easy for me. This does take the edge off of it a little bit, though.
You win. This way.
Perhaps I should go to Torpor too. This has been wonderful, Squeaks. Thanks for the walk.
Merci for joining me on the walk.
I'll go get some rest, I think. We'll talk soon, okay?
Rest well. Au revoir.
And let me know if your friend wants to talk too.
I will.
Thank you.